Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jess from plannerflotsam, and today I'm doing two things. I am going to fill out my monthly reflections in my passion planner. People ask me all the time how I do them. I break mine down into smaller sections, which I'll show you in a second, and I find it a lot easier to fill it out that way. But this is going to be kind of vloggy because I am also going to be playing a board game called Bios Megafauna First Edition. And one thing that I really like to do when I'm filling out stuff like my monthly reflections. Hi. When I'm playing a long board game, I always like to play with my planner while I'm doing it at the same time because a lot of times there can be downtime in between turns. And so it's fun to break it down and play with my stickers when I don't have to be focused 100% on anything. And when I say long game, I think it'll probably be about 6 hours. We'll see. Starting off with coffee, you'll be able to tell how long the game has gone by my beverage of choice throughout it. When I do my monthly reflections, I like to break them down into weeks. This was a month where I barely wrote anything, but you can see for this first part, what was the most memorable part of the month, rather than just having it be one thing. I broke it down into week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, for example. And then when it's people that I'm grateful for, I like to divide that up into 4 sections and see the four different people that I'm grateful for. Same with the actions. This one, Fable, stop. The 3 actions you can improve on, I always do those into 3 sections. Are you happy with how you spent your time? Same deal. I like to break it up into 4 different sections, 1 week at a time. Here's an example of a month where I did write quite a bit, but it's the same thing. I broke it down into notable things. This one you can see I corrected it because I only wrote 2 big lessons. But I broke it down into little sections. That really helps me divide up what I'm thinking is the most important parts of the reflection for me. Guys, the pieces for this game are so cute. I had no idea. They're all little mammals and dinosaurs. I love it. Woo, look at those little guys. The first thing I always do is I either use a pencil or sticky notes, and I'll put them down in the sections. So like I know I'm going to break this one down by week. So I'll put 4 down in here. And then I'll go ahead and I'll write week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And then I'll flip back through my planner and decide, you know, for this question, it's, are you happy with how you spent your time? If not, what steps will you take to next month to adjust them? So let's go back to the first week. Oh yeah, this was the week that I did all of the color coding. And I was very happy with how I spent it. I was really trying to focus on creative projects, and you can see I did a ton of that. So for that one, I'm definitely going to write yes, A+, creative project. Pausing for setup of the game. Okay, so I have my sticky notes all set up and filled out. And so the next step, I'm going to draw the thick lines in between. Fable, shh. I'm gonna draw the thick lines in between and then decide if I'm gonna use stickers, which you know me, I probably will. So yeah, that'll be the next step. The reason why I like to do the sticky notes is because I can leave it and come back and I haven't forgotten what I was doing. And in case you were wondering, the board game is set up aside from the player pieces. We're just waiting on our friends to show up so we can choose who is gonna be what. You're not in it. Don't panic. I know, but I'm letting you know you won't be in it.
Oh, you'll be editing it?
Yeah, I'll be editing it.
Okay.
I'm not saying your voice won't be in it.
Can you give us machine voices to mask our
to mask your identity? I decided to add these as little headers for each section.
That's cool.
Kind of tempted just to leave it like this, but I won't. I decided to narrow down my sticker search because I want to be able to focus on the game. So I just pulled out these 3 sheets. I'm going to use this one because I just need an excuse to use it. And then I like those little cute Coffee Monsters Co. things. And you can see I moved all of my sticky notes out of the way to make room for stickers. Also, for anyone keeping score, I'm winning. You want me to keep that part in?
Was that on there?
Yeah, told you I was recording. Okay, so we are 3 hours into the game. It's going well for me. There was just a catastrophe and most people went extinct. I'm also about, I'd say, halfway through my reflection, so I will show you that. So you can see I've got all of my things labeled. I've got a start on filling in the writing part. I'm just kind of doing it in between turns, and I have my little sticky note graveyard over here as I fill in the questions. Oh, and in case you're curious, here's the game state right now. These are my little guys.
And
I'll edit it out.
And then so people know that you won. Rather
Yeah.
than you just saying it.
Yeah,
There's
that way
actual
they'll
cake-
believe
cake
me.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I finished the game. We finished the game a lot faster than we thought. It's only been 4 hours now, so
Yeah.
I'm not quite done
Less
with.
than 4.
It's been less than 4 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not quite finished with my
We sat here for about
reflections.
30 minutes before we even started playing, just staring at the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to finish my reflection. See how far I got. You can also see my stacks on stacks on stacks of points.
Alan, this is like
Evan?
Game of Thrones all over again.
You be a little salty. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
0.
Marshall.
No matter,
On to a new
no matter
board
who
game.
wins, you were the winner.
Check it out. Years ago, I washi taped this part of the game together just to keep it from falling apart.
3. Gain the confidence of one of the kings of this land and persuade him to conquer his neighbors.
Okay, so I am done with my spread. It took a board game and a half for anyone who was counting. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and I'll catch you next time.